right, don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow1Boxing. Get you 18% off the 100% all-natural products. Website, promo code, description. Thanks. All right, man. Devin Haney, if he gets past his interim WBC fight this Friday at Madison Square Garden Theater Room. So if you're in New York City, go to the theater room. Madison Square Garden is a beautiful, beautiful just venue right next to Penn Station. If you in New York, go check it out. But shout out to Devin Haney, one of my favorite fighters out there in general. And he's planning on calling out Lomachenko to fight him this year if he's victorious come Friday night on the Zone. So if you don't know, the fight is on the Zone. He's headlining it. And go check out the Zone, man. If you haven't, it's straight. $20 per month if you got it. If not, there's other ways to watch it. But hey, appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Share the video. Appreciate the love, support for show, man. But I understand that he's ambitious. But Eddie Hearn is a promoter. He's very, very aggressive with his fighters and putting them in there with the best. But he really doesn't have a choice. Okay? Other promoters would rather marinate, like what Gervonta Tank Davis is doing. They take their time with their fighters and let them develop, and or when they feel that they are 100% ready to actually win the fight, then they make it the right time. Eddie Hearn is rushing, and Devin Haney wants to be on the fast track and rush. All right, me personally, I would want to see it, but from the aspect of Devin Haney, he needs to develop. You can't go from fighting the caliber fighters you fighting Friday, which I don't know a lot about the guy, the Mason Menards of the world, even the tough young guy that he fought. It was an IBO title holder at one point he fought. You know what? You have to move up the right way, okay? That's just the name of the game. You can't go from fighting these level opponents then jumping into that A level with Lomachenko. All right? I believe that Devin Haney can be Lomachenko. But rushing the process, I don't think is the proper way to do it. Usually you have a promoter or a manager that says, you know what, let's take our time. There's no rush in doing it. Let's do it the correct way. And if he's going to fight Lomachenko in the future, and that's what he lined up to do, and I'm going to elaborate a little bit more on it and what Bob Arum said a couple months ago, I think he should be trying to fight, Shavakov if he's still at the weight. He should be trying to fight like Robbie Risher Jr. He should be trying to fight Rances Bartholomew. He should be trying to fight Javier Fortuna. You usually don't go from the level of fighters that he fighting to beat Lomachenko. It's all fine. It's all good when you sparring, and it's all good when you're looking on the outside. Luke Campbell could have did this, or if Linares would have went to the body and did that, Linares would have won the fight. Oh, I wouldn't make that mistake. Like Floyd always said, it looks totally different on the inside than it does on the outside. It's a totally different ball game. And Devin Haney hasn't fought the level of opponents to be ready for, in my opinion, to be ready for Lomachenko yet. Not saying that he's not talented and he couldn't win, but that's tough from going to fight these dudes that he fight now to moving up. And then also, you think that Bob Arum is going to risk an undisputed fight, an in-house undisputed fight with Lomachenko, Comey, and Lopez winner? You think he's going to risk that with Devin Haney? Like, they wasting their breath. He already told you you're not going to get a shot. He told Devin Haney, he said, you signed with the wrong promoter. You're not going to get a shot. Okay? And he already said they plan on making Lomachenko the franchise champion at 135. And if that don't happen, Lomachenko he been publicizing that he wants to move down to 130, or there's been some talk that he can move down to 126. They have no intent on fighting Devin Haney. And then he got one of those invincible, auras around him. If he drop his belt and don't want to fight Devin Haney, they're going to make an excuse. What has Devin Haney done? Oh, Lomachenko too small for the weight. Devin Haney don't bring nothing to the table for a Lomachenko fight. You're going to hear 1,000 excuses why. All right? And that's just what it is. That's just how it's going to boil down for him. But if I'm him, I'm not chasing no Lomachenko fight. If I call for it and it come, but Bob Arum ain't gonna look to make that fight. And per WBC rules, I know this because Devin Haney said, because Gary Russell said a lot. He said, I don't have to have a mandatory, but once every 12 months. So I only have to fight once every 12 months to fulfill my mandatory obligation with the WBC. All right, Lomachenko just won the belt. So he got another year before they can force him to fight Devin Haney. And looking at Devin Haney frame, does Devin Haney have another year to hang around the lightweight to for that to happen? And on top of that, he got to continue to win. And on top of that, then the politics. Then by the time you get your title shot, they do some Jamal Charlo Canelo shit. And you done sat here draining your body, draining fluid out your brain to make 135. Then you get a Lomachenko fight. Then they elevate him to franchise champion and you get the WC belt. So at the end of the day, just chase, just being active, just chase. You fighting the contenders you need to fight. You know what? At the end of the day, if it's meant for you to be a star in the sport, it's meant for you to be a star in the sport. It's going to happen. With or without Lomachenko. Lomachenko, in the grand scheme of casual fighting, the market for casual fight fans, which is how you blow up as a fighter, it does nothing for you. Real talk, it does nothing for you. You beat Lomachenko, people say, oh, you're not going to blow up like when Floyd beat Oscar De La Hoya. That's going to come down the line. But the boxing politics going to keep Lomachenko protected from Devin Haney. You know what? And Devin Haney fighting on his own platform is not doing him no favors neither. Had Devin Haney got more steam fighting on Showtime or fighting on ESPN or fighting on Fox, and people get to see him and say, damn, I want to see him again. Because that happened with Demetrius Andrade. I know a ton of people that wasn't interested in fighting. When Andrade was fighting on ESPN Friday Night Fights, people was actually say, oh man, Andrade is pretty good. We want to see him fight again. But what happened to that dude Andrade? So, his platform that he on is also hurting him to fight versus Lomachenko. It is. His platform that he on is hurting him to fight Lomachenko. It's hurting him. If he had notoriety, he can go viral, and he was fighting on TV where people could see him, then I think it'd be all right, then it'd be worth it. But, right now, a ton of people don't know who Devin Haney is. And, it is what it is. But, as far as him actually beating Lomachenko, getting the fight is probably going to be tougher than beating Lomachenko, to be honest. And, he got the speed, he got the ability, but you know what? They both got two of the most amateurish styles amongst the top 10 fighters in any weight class that I've seen. And I haven't seen every fighter in the top 10, but you talking about top 10 contenders and champions, these guys have the most amateurish style. And Devin Haney learned to sit down on his shot some more. But Devin Haney, he moved too much, and Lomachenko moved too much. And to beat Lomachenko, Devin Haney is going to need to learn how to sit down on his punches, be aggressive. Because I wouldn't bank on him going out there boxing Lomachenko from the outside. He's going to have to come forward and be aggressive with his ability. But you know what? To beat Lomachenko, you got to be a good body puncher. You got to learn how to fight in the front foot. Or you got to be a hell of a back foot boxer, which Devin Haney could be all those things. But right now, for Devin Haney, I would just, if I can get the fight this year, cool. And I'll be happy with that. But you know what? I wouldn't stress about it. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't stress about it. Bob Arum ain't in the business of making nobody else fighters. He ain't even in the business of making his black fighters stars and rich and all that. He's in the business of making Lomachenko a star. All right, making these Russians and these Hispanic fighters a star. And you got to ask yourself, why do black boxers continue to sign with Top Rank? And you got to understand, some people be in a position like Terrence Crawford, where he was fighting for peanuts compared to getting 6, 7, and probably even 8-figure paydays at some point in his career. He was getting peanuts. You know what I'm saying? So when you getting peanuts, and you get to eat caviar and steak and all that, it's a little different. It's different. So some fighters don't have an option to going from PBC or going to Dying King or Main Events or ESPN, Top Rank, The Zone. Some dudes just don't have the option, and Top Rank is the only option to get where they need to go. But I don't see him getting that fight, man, to be honest. And if he get the fight, I think it's a little bit premature, but I'll be pulling for him. But hey, it's Goodfellas Sports TV. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget, We on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or video request. Keep sharing the videos. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, thehealthblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow Unboxing to 18% off the 100% all natural products, lotion soaps, foot soaps, bath bombs, and much, much more. Website, promo code, description. Want to make a donation? That link's in the description. Appreciate everybody who donated to the channel. Keep sharing the videos. The best way to donate. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll link that article.